Cats in the cradle and the silver spoon, little boy blue and the man on the moon. When you coming home, Dad? I don't know when. We'll get together then. Wednesday, August 6th, 20 and the 25, 4:33 p.m. If you know Cats in the Cradle by Harry Chapin, then you're pretty cool. If you don't know it, listen to it and think about the lyrics. What's the meaning? We just moved Coco. We just moved Maya Coco, kid number 2. We moved her out to Massachusetts. Just got back in town yesterday. She's got a dazzling, beautiful apartment just outside of Boston. Chowda. Her career begins, I think, next week. I think her career begins next week. My sweet little baby girl. Did I trade while I was gone? You bet your bippy. Since we last spoke, I have made 20 trades, 20 futures trades, 18 of which were winners. But of course, drumroll please, the losers were outsized. So here we go. On 7/29, we made 3 trades. We had all 3 of which were on the S&P 500 futures. That's the ES. Those are the minis. 2107 for today. We'll take that all day, every day, and twice on Sunday. August 1st, what was that? Friday? That's the first day they really let me trade, and I ran the gambit. 6 for 6 on the trades, 2802 on the day, 5646 on the week. And then Sunday night, this would have been Sunday night, 8-3 markets opened up, and I'm like, hey, make a little trade on Bitcoin, made $900 there. So Monday, Tuesday. Okay, so Monday, no trades. Do the math, Bart. Check out the calendar in your head. No trades on Monday. Tuesday, here's just a amateur tip. Don't make trades while you're driving, because we drove 2 of our Mazdas, because we're a Mazda family. Greatest car for daily driving is the Mazda. And I was trying to make trades as I was driving. I made one trade. I was right at the beginning. Okay. Got in long at 63.59. Why would you go long there? Because it was right at the moment. But I was also ordering Burger King croissant sandwiches and hash browns at a rest stop before we continued on with our drive. And in the meantime, it went from 63.59 up to like 63.67. Should have just got right out. Didn't. Then I'm like, oh, it's going down, but it won't go down this far, right? It won't go down to 63.42. It did stop me out for a loss of $2,655 dollar bills. So we went from long to short, but look at how funny that is, how crazy that is. From 63.42, where we got stopped out, I then also re-entered short way less than that, 63.33. Took it down just 5 points on 3 contracts, collected 807. Gold, we shorted that at 34.34, and then we stopped out at 34.31 for $1,000 bills. Is this today? Yeah, today I went bananas. Just like, hey, I'm back in my trading room, back in the saddle again. First, we started the day pre-market at a short on silver, collected $873, went long on gold for $568, went short on the S&P for $300, went short on the S&P and lost $1275. Hello. Went short again on the S&P. At this point, I was like, and it wasn't like I was on tilt. I wasn't rage trading. I was just like, I can nickel and dime my way back. Just a couple moves, couple contracts here and there. And so I worked on that. Collected 449 here, 199 here, and 245 here. All just flip-flopping back and forth on the S&P. So for the day, I still think we were up around 500. Whoa, way more than 500. 1359. I'll take that. I will take that. So that is Let's see. Market is not reopened yet. We're about 20 minutes and 22 minutes to be exact until the futures market reopens. I have my finger on the buy button right here, literally right here at 34.30 on gold. And I was like, maybe I can get one more tick. Don't be a D for a tick, and if that make that rhyme in your little saying there, don't be a for a tick. And I was, and then I've missed this move so far. Let's go to the charts just to see what I've got out here for us. Bitcoin. This is what I got on Bitcoin. My bias is to the upside. So I think we're going to bust through the top here at 116,325 and head up to at least 117. That's my immediate bias. Doesn't mean I'm trading it yet, but if you can tell or see right here, the RSI is already down here at under 40. Can it head down to oversold? If it does, I may take a one contract trade just as a test pilot. If it continues to go down, it would have to go all the way down here before I think we'd be in trouble. And if it comes down to this, then I think it's going to continue down to under 112. Well, 112 to under 112. Nothing major, like no crash wave or anything. But my bias is still a little down and then up on Bitcoin. So we'll watch that. Silver, we put this in, I don't know, a week and a half, 2 weeks ago. You saw that when it was making this move. I put this 4 in. Move it on over. Look at that. Bango. Bango bongo. So I do feel like the low is currently in on silver, and I've got this. Where are you? There it is. Got this on the board. I don't know. It's not going to make a direct path there. That is faux show. I missed the first move because after I shorted it, I wanted to go long. I didn't have the guts. What is this? 45-minute chart. Yeah, I would be looking up on the silver. I'd love to get an entry. Would it be there? Probably wouldn't be there. We'll put it there just like if I can get an entry here. Let's make it green. That would be amazing. I don't think that's going to happen, but maybe I just put in a limit buy order. Because overnight crazy things happen, especially going into Thursday and Friday. You know what the cartel does? Cartel is really rude. Now, why do you think? I think gold is busting out. I think the next move in gold is busting out of this triangle that I think we're in. Because if you're just following this triangle, then your next move should be pretty much a short. But I think it's come to fruition that we're going to see a bust out of this triangle that we're in. Hit my target here. So I was looking for this, but then this was from last week. So I did catch the B and I put it in. I don't know. You probably saw me put it in. Caught it. I don't know, but my bias now is still going to be green and up for gold. So this chart, disregard. This is a 2-minute chart. That's only when I'm in the actual trade, which was this morning. So disregard. And it's showing oversold right now. So why would you try to buy? Because I think it's going to keep rolling up, maybe embed and oversold. Probably, yeah, I'd be looking to challenge these recent highs. Where are we at? Let's go right here. We'll go wick or candle. Let's just put it in. That would be what I'm looking for. That's not a big move. 6 points on a couple contracts. Couple grand, baby boy. All right, so this was on Friday. This is what I put in Friday morning. And this is where we were when I was making this chart. And I was like, okay, hey, if we can hold this range, okay, we keep going. There's a big drop from 62.45 to down to 62.20. We get through that. And if we crash through 6,200, we're probably in trouble. It wicked down through this level but that was it. Body of the candle still in the level, and then it took off. And you can see here, I got the, and I know you believe me, so I don't have to tell you I just made this up today. This was Friday morning. And it went, and I was like, okay, 63.30 plus, and that's supposed to be a bull there, and look what it did. Hello. And this is today. Where are we at? Here we are currently. So this isn't my update, but this shows you this is supply and demand. So we're like at the top of demand. We'll see. We shall see. Because if we get a little wiggle down, I'm still thinking up. And here's what I think. This is current. Just put this on before we came on live. We'll do it live. And that is, I've got support at 63.65 if we break that, to 58 if we break that, to 50. And then there's a big drop from 50 down to 32. This 32 has been just holding, just been guiding. I know it doesn't look like it because this is a lot of wackiness, a lot of moving parts in this chart. Let's put this so we can see it. But I do think as early as tomorrow, we are going through 6,400. That's my current thesis. So the first next resistance would be 63.76, then 85, and then from there we should pop right to 64. That should be major resistance. We shall see. We shall see. And pretty much the same thing. I was charting this. I don't know what I show on video these days. Probably showed you this last week. We busted right above that, and then we crashed right down, just like the S&P did. Got this line in here. Look at that. It basically tried to test it 2 times, almost 3. Held like a sweetheart. Popped from there. And I would still be thinking up. Maybe even right back through here. That is my thesis. I am sticking to it. I am your new best friend in stocks, options, dividends, and now futures. Trading, having a good time. Oh, what do we do over here? In my little, wait, where'd it go? It doesn't show where did it go? Oh, it switched days. That's what it did. I was up 411 in my, what's this thing called? What are these things called? Funded accounts? I don't know. The youngsters use this. My daughter Madison got me onto it. You put up a couple bucks and then you trade their money. It's like, then you pass some tests and then you get into an instant funded account, and then you could make some money, take some payouts. I thought it'd be fun. It was like a few $100. What are you going to do? And I was up $411 in that today. I don't know why it went to 0. I'll have to look into that. I don't know, but I do like watching this. That's fun. Easy to use. This is what? Top 1 futures. I wouldn't recommend any of this at this point, but I'm going to keep trying it out just to amuse myself and try to hone my trading skills, because they need a lot of honing. Thanks for tuning in. Wait, I keep forgetting to show you pictures. So after this one that I'm going to show you, I'll show you the pictures of Maya's before and after apartment, because lady did a number on it. She's just got a knack. She's got a knack for finding husbands, and she's got a knack for decorating. But I told you we went to Zach Top. My son was with his crew. This is Zach Top right here. This is one of my boys. I don't know why you weren't smiling, but you got caught at the wrong time. Look at that. Look at that boy right there. Now, he's taller than that. He's hunching down. But this is part of his crew right here. Zach Top put on an amazing concert. We all had a great time. If you know what this logo is on my son's hat, leave that in the comments below, and there will be a gift for you. You cannot look it up. I'm going to trust you. I'm going to trust you to not look it up on the interwebs and just to look at it. And if you know that logo, leave it in the comments below, and there'll be a little something in it for you. Thanks for tuning in. Like, subscribe, comment, share this video and this channel with a lovable friend, and I'll see you, you know when, in the next video.